one of India's most affordable electric cars and the most affordable electric offering from Tata Motors, the Tiago.EV, has got a major update for the year 2025. A lot has changed on this car. It now comes in many new color options. Many features have been added. Some features have been removed, and even the claimed range has gone up slightly when compared to the earlier model. So today in this video, we'll be telling you all about this brand new 2025 Tata Tiago.EV, what works for it, what doesn't work for it, and why you should choose a car like this one if you're out there to drive every single day of the week. But before that, if you still haven't subscribed to Car and Bike, please do it right now and press the bell icon so that you can get all the latest notifications from the world of cars and bikes right here.
3 years after the electric version of Tata Tiago was first launched in the market, the car maker has given it a major update. It is one of the few cars out there which comes with petrol, CNG as well as electric options.
So gone are the blue accents that were a almost signature trademark of electric cars from Tata Motors and more so on the Tiago.EV. So now in terms of looks, it looks more similar to the CNG or petrol versions of the car. But there are some important changes when you compare it to the pre-facelift version of this electric car. First, what you get now are LED headlamps, which wasn't the case earlier. They look quite nice. They're big as well, but they're present only in this top variant of the car. And then lower down, you again get a new pattern on the grille, which lends it a slightly more sportier appeal. That's not all. You come towards the profile. You see a slightly different design on the covers of the 14-inch wheels. You get the same size on all the three variants, and all are steel wheels, so still no alloy option on the Tata Tiago.EV. An EV badge is right here that you can see on the driver door. And apart from that, largely the car looks the same, barring a major change in terms of colors. So this is called Supernova Copper, really makes the car look much more premium than earlier. There's one more color we saw at the Bharat Mobility Show. It's called Chill Lime. That lends the car a sportier appeal. And in all, there are 3 new color options on Tiago.EV that make it look different from earlier.
A shark fin antenna with GPS, rain sensing wipers, rear wiper washer, DRLs and auto headlamps are only a part of this top XZ Plus Tech Lux, while the base variant comes without a wheel cover and only in pristine white color option.
Now some major updates, just like the exterior, have been done to the cabin of the Tata Tiago.EV as well. And the first change, just like the exterior, are those blue accents which are missing inside the cabin too. Instead, you get like a dual tone combination of different shades of grey, which looks quite nice. However, the quality of plastics can be better. But what I like are some premium touches, which is a lot of use of piano black on the dashboard. Plus, chrome surrounds around the AC vents also look quite nice. You have chrome on the door handles too, which make the car look quite premium. In terms of changes, some very significant ones. You get a bigger and better freestanding 10.25-inch touchscreen system that you've seen on other cars on the brand as well. Definitely gives you a better resolution, and even the response is quite nice. And because of this system, you also get Tata's connectivity suite, IRA, in the Tata Tiago.EV. However, you will get this only on this top XZ Plus Tech Lux version of the car. But what is standard is this, the very likable illuminated 2-spoke steering wheel from Tata Motors. You will get this on the base variant of the car as well. And this also, with its nice look, lends the car a good high quality touch. The instrument cluster also has gone for a slight makeover. It still is a mix of a small MID plus some other graphics. The graphics have changed, so you will see a difference between the low variants and this high variant. But overall, you will see a new look on the cluster. Another important change is on the seats. So earlier, Tata used to offer leatherette seats here in the top trim, but now that's been changed to fabric seats. You may or may not like that, but especially in this hot summer up here in the north, this is something that may work better for you in place of leatherette seats. And you also get a tire pressure monitoring system now on the Tiago.EV, and there's a fair bit of convenience as well. So it is an ergonomic cabin. So while you may not be able to fit in proper 1-liter size bottles on the door pockets, you can do that between the seats on the rear doors as well. And some more storage options are good too. Along with that, you also get an A-type and a fast charging 45-watt C-type charging port here on the front row. That definitely adds to the practicality.
The top variant also gets an air purifier, push button start, cooled glove box, cruise control and electric tailgate release. and only the base variant misses out on an infotainment system, steering mounted controls, electrically adjustable ORVMs and central locking.
Importantly, in terms of safety here on the second row, what you now get are 3-point seat belts for all the passengers. But because there are missing load sensors here on the second row, these belts have to be buckled all the time. Also, only 2 headrests, and even they are not adjustable. So in terms of my neck support, I hardly get anything here on the second row.
A ground clearance of 165mm and a boot space of 240 liters are figures that seem quite justified looking at the segment.
Now what hasn't changed on the Tiago.EV in this new model are the battery pack options or the kind of power and torque output they deliver. So you get a 19.2 kilowatt hour battery pack option, which is called medium range, and you get the bigger 24 kilowatt hour option that I'm driving right now. It's called the long range. Now this one claims a slightly higher range figure when you look at the IDC numbers. So that is 293 kilometers, which is roughly around 18-20 kilometers better than earlier. But Tata independently also gives you a real world range according to the manufacturer, and that is 205 kilometers on this long range version. Now we've been driving the car for a while now. We've consumed almost 3/4 of the battery. Now when we got the car at around 90% state of charge, that is when we set the trip meter on. Right now we've done around 110 kilometers and around 28% battery is remaining. So we've consumed around 60% of the battery and we've driven 110 kilometers. And this is across different driving conditions with the air condition on mostly, in city traffic, out on the highways as well, and using a bit of regen levels too, because you get a whole lot of regen levels here on the Tata Tiago.EV, which really helps when your battery is going down or when you're driving in bumper to bumper traffic in the city. So that comes in very handy. So based on the calculations, we can easily look at a near 190 to 200 kilometer figure of range, the real world range driving in everyday traffic with normal conditions on the Tata Tiago.EV in this long range version, which is pretty close to the number that is claimed by Tata Motors internally as well, which is quite impressive.
While the base variant only gets the smaller battery pack, this top trim gets only the bigger one with more power and torque. The Mid XT has both the options. The MIDC range on the lower MR version is 223 kilometers, while Tata's figure stands at 168 kilometers.
And there's a sport mode as well, so in case you have a lot of battery remaining with you and you don't have a lot of distance to cover, you can always have a bit more fun driving fun with the Tata Tiago.EV, because electric car will give you a lot of torque right from the word go. There is decent power as well on this long range version. So it is a great driver's car as well, provided you don't need to drive a lot in the same SoC.
The car does 0 to 60 km per hour in 5.7 seconds on this top variant, which is half a second faster than mid-range. Multi-drive modes are standard, which means even on the mid-range XE, you get versatility as a driver.
Now, one thing that's always been impressive on this car is its ride quality. Now, you normally associate electric cars with slightly stiffer or hard ride quality, but that is not really the case with the Tiago.EV. It gives you a comfortable drive. So when using it out every day in the city, or when your family is also going around with you in this car, you will not really be troubled by the bumps or the potholes on the road. The suspension system on this car absorbs them quite nicely, and overall in terms of dynamics, Tiago.EV does not leave any room for disappointment.
The Tiago.EV comes in various charging options depending on how much money you want to spend. A standard 3.3 kWh AC charger or a 15 ampere portable charger will take up to 8.7 hours to go from 10 to 100%, while the optional 7.2 kW one will do the same in 3.6 hours. Using DC fast charge, you can go from 10 to 80% in less than an hour.
Importantly, now Tata of course has been known to give you the safest cars that are made in the country. The Tiago.EV is no different. This is a car that's got a 4-star crash test rating from Global NCAP, so it's been a pretty safe set of wheels, just like all of the cars from Tata Motors. But now with this new update on the electric car, Tata has added some more features to make it even more safer. Now what are those features? You get a tire pressure monitoring system. That is something that's really integral looking at our road conditions. Along with that, you also get a better quality of the reverse camera on this car, so that helps you in parking the car more safely. Along with that, Tata has also added features like electronic stability program as well as hill hold control on the Tiago.EV, again adding to the safety quotient on the car. However, there's still one grudge that I have with Tata on the Tiago EV. 6 airbags are still not standard on this car. Now looking at other cars in the market, cars which are priced at much lower price points, they come in lower segments, also now have 6 airbags as standard, and it's time for Tata to do exactly the same with the Tiago EV as well. And I hope that update comes soon, that even this car gets 6 airbags as standard.
Talking about prices, and the new and curtailed Tiago EV range starts at 8 lakh rupees and goes up to 11 lakh 14,000 rupees for this top XZ Plus tech looks long range. Talking about rivals, the MG Comet is priced between 7 and 9.83 lakh rupees, while the Citroën EC3 ranges from 12.76 to 13.26 lakh rupees ex-showroom. Tata is offering a warranty of 3 years and 1.25 lakh kilometers on the car and 8 years of 1.6 lakh kilometers on battery and motor.
So finally, in all, the Tata Tiago EV is definitely a much better package than before. If you don't want to spend a lot of money in buying an electric car, this could be your choice of wheels. Slightly better range than earlier because of the enhanced frame range. So maximum what you might get in your everyday use is around 200 kilometers on a single charge, which is quite decent looking at the size of this battery pack. And then you have a lot of new features also that make the cabin more premium in terms of the bigger touchscreen or that twin spoke illuminated steering wheel, the famous steering wheel of Tata Motors. Yes, there are some glaring omissions. Some features are still missing on this car, which could have made the cabin even more premium. But we have to remember that this car is built to a cost and it is serving the purpose it is primarily made for. The important part is, should you choose the electric version over the CNG or petrol versions of the Tiago, because there is a major price difference. When compared to the petrol, this car is almost 4 lakh rupees more expensive, and compared to CNG, around 2.5 lakh rupees more expensive, which means to recover additional cost, you'll have to drive this car a lot. And if you drive a lot, then buying this car makes good sense. The other reason could be, of course, buying it for convenience, getting a feel of a good automatic vehicle, along with driving a clean, green car. But yes, at a price that starts at 8 lakh rupees and goes up to 11.14 lakh rupees ex-showroom, the Tata Tiago EV comes across as a sensible value for money electric car.